let's talk about going through the backlog, because we all have games that we haven't played, that we purchased and we just never played them. We're all guilty of this. Owen, you are guilty of this.
I'm absolutely guilty of this. I may have triple digit levels of games that I've never played. Now,
And we're not counting Steam libraries either, because that doesn't count.
I don't even. I think I have 10 or 15 games in my Steam library. I've just never been as big on the PC side, but I've bought a lot of PS4 games, and then there's also the ones that I've gotten with PlayStation Plus. So I would have to really go through it to see what I've actually paid for to get a full list. But I think I own somewhere around 200 or 300 games on the PlayStation 4 in particular. So I said, how about we start knocking games off the backlog? We're going to play one game a month that we've already paid for.
That's right.
So we have to already own it. So I started with Concrete Genie.
Yeah. Oh, and real quick, we also said these are games that we purchased before we made the list starting in this year. So if I buy something like now, I can't play it in March and be like, look, I was on. No, it doesn't count.
No, when Super Mario World, when Super Mario 3D World comes out next month, I'm going to be playing that game. Sure. I bought it this week. I pre-ordered it because I want to preload it. It looks awesome. But that's not my backlog. That's just stuff that's going to happen. So this is going backwards. And in this particular one, Concrete Genie came out in 2019. So around 2 years ago. It was made by Pixel Opus and published by Sony. So Sony actually owns Pixel Opus. They've made one game. It was called Entwined. It was fine. This game is a completely different game from their first one, where it's a third-person action game. Shocking.
Yeah.
Did that pause and hit you, and you're like,
Sony?
Wait, Sony did a third person. Oh. So they absolutely did.
It's like Xbox doing first-person shooters.
No, it's not going to happen. But it is of a lighter note. When we talk about a lot of their third-person shooters, they're extremely serious. Not that this one doesn't deal with some serious topics, but it's not on the level of a like Uncharted. It's not on The Last of Us level. It's not even on some of their other. It's not as depressing. There's definitely some depressing stuff to it. It does have a dark theme of like bullies in your town being taken over by this purple stuff. So it's not violent though. Your weapon is a paintbrush. There you paint the walls. Your job is to light up the town, and you're trying to bring it kind of like back to life, bring the positive force back into the town. You are being chased by these bullies. That's fun. I've only played it for about an hour, and it's really charming. There's definitely something to it. The music is amazing if you are in a chill mood. It is very relaxing to play through the game, especially whenever you're matching that up with the art that you're doing. It does give you a real chill sense.
Yeah.
That said, the controls are a little clunky. There's motion controls in it, which you can turn off and turn onto the stick, but I try to play the game as they designed it. Just to experience it that way before I switch it. I'm probably going to switch it to the stick.
Okay. Yeah.
I just don't like motion controls that much. There's also this weird thing. You know how whenever you're like in one menu, but you come across something, you expect to be able to hit the button and just switch to the new task. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
So in this one, if you're like holding up your brush and you walk over to something, you have to put your brush away before you can hit the button.
Is the button the same? Is the button also being used by the brush? Is that way you put the brush away? Okay, see, that's ridiculous then.
It's a weird choice. I'm sure there's some reason behind it in terms of design, but I don't like having to switch. I just want to be able to walk up to it, because I know it's clearly one of those things where it's like, this is a button. This will turn into a button, and it doesn't turn into a button until you put your brush away, which is a little strange.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I like a lot of things about it. First thing I like about it is that it's short. I looked online and it's like 5 to 6 hours long. I can probably play this game for 5 to 6 hours. If it was much longer, I don't know that I would continue playing it.
Yeah, what's the I was gonna say, like, the what's the story, without to give anything away? You're talking about like
Sure.
bullies and like, so you're trying to rid the town of whatever's
Yeah.
affecting them, or how does that like?
So the kid grew up in this town, and I think they've since either moved away or they're like in a neighboring part that we haven't really discovered that yet. But the town is just under this darkness, and we don't really know much more right now in the first hour that I played what that darkness means.
Sure.
But you're trying to rid it, and you have the genies, which I neglected to talk about at all. The game is called Concrete Genie. These genies are the things that you draw on the wall, and they kind of assist you
Okay.
with tasks, and you make them happy. And I also don't really know why they exist either, so we haven't figured that out as well. So there's some kind of working force that says, hey, go clean the town up, kid.
Okay.
That is your job.
So but playing an hour, and it was enough that, I guess, as you said, you look to say, okay, well, like 5 or 6 hours, I can do 5 or 6 hours. So it's enough that you can see yourself beating, like, completing this game or continuing with the game. It's
Yeah,
not something
I'm gonna
you
play.
drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it definitely another hour or two, and probably if I get halfway through the game and it hooks me, then there's no way I can't finish it. I have a really bad habit of dropping games the second that I'm just not having fun anymore. So I'm still having fun with it. I'm definitely gonna give it another go. It's just some of those controls just it's just annoying, and I want it to be a little bit more of a smoother experience.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you can switch off the motion, you can switch, like, then I think it's gonna be more beneficial. I think we've all picked up games where we started playing and we put a couple hours in, and we just had this bad taste in our mouth where we're like, I'm not enjoying myself. And I'm sorry if I'm not enjoying myself in the first few hours of the game. It's hard for me to continue to play the game. I have so many other things that I want to accomplish, video game wise and not video game wise. I have a finite amount of time that I can put into my hobby, and there's so many other games to play. So at least drew you in enough with that, and the mystery of beanies and all that, which is cool.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about that time thing, because, like you mentioned, the finite amount of time. I actually had that where whenever I was talking about playing a 6-hour game, that's probably 4 or 5 days before I finish that game. I can't do the 2, 3, or 4 hour sessions anymore. I'm playing for an hour, maybe 2 a night, and that's not every night. So that's where I'm definitely playing it at least one more time. And if it continues to be cool and gets at least shows me a little bit more of the story behind the genies, that's something that'll keep me going and probably finishing the game.
Well, you also don't have another game that's coming out in January that you're buying, so you may have some extra time if you're still enjoying it. You don't have that new hotness comes out. That's what usually happens with me. Is I'm playing the game, I'm liking it, and then ooh, shiny, and then I go somewhere. So it may be enough. So that may be enough that at least it keeps you going. So yeah, I'm glad that it was at least worth it. And did you? I can't remember. Did you buy this one, or was this one that was free for you?
No, I bought it. I bought it at launch.
Okay.
So whenever it came out in 2019, I bought it, and I literally just never played it. I have a habit of buying all the first-party games. Unless I just absolutely am not interested.
They're usually quality though. Sony, I'm just saying, just like Nintendo first-party games, they're quality. So you throw the money down when it comes out, you're not missing. You could wait for a sale, but I'm guilty of that as well. I did better about it last year, but I totally get it. Just
I've only had it on the shelf for 2 years. It's not gathering dust quite yet.
Is that the motion controls you were talking about?
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, I got to move my sticks or something. I know.
So I'm probably going to switch that as well.
Yeah, I could see how that's a problem. It
I
reminds
just
me,
suck at it.
yeah, it reminds me of Epic Mickey, which which that as soon as I saw
That's a good comparison.
yeah, it was Epic Mickey or Epic Mickey 2. Maybe it's both of them. But yeah, the drawing on the walls and everything. So adding the motion with the Wii made sense, but it got annoying. It got annoying, and you couldn't turn that off. At least to my knowledge, you couldn't turn that off with the Wii Epic Mickey. So yeah, looks fun though. Looks fun.
Yeah, I think, let me just check how much it is right now. It goes on sale all the time.
Yeah.
You can buy it on PlayStation for... I would like to buy now, PlayStation Store. Do you have it?
I don't. So let me look on.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. It's full price right now. Don't buy it right now. It's $30 right now. I bought it at $30.
Yeah.
It's fine if you really want to pay that, but I've seen it go on sale for as low as 10.
Yeah.
So
definitely wait for that. I see used for 20. I see used
Yeah.
for 20. I mean, if it's on sale for 20, what did you say? 20 maybe if it's on sale digitally or.
I think if you really want that chill painting game, I think $20 is still okay.
Yeah.
I just there's no reason to pay full price for it
If you
when
like
it goes
Epic
on
Mickey,
sale a lot.
Yeah, maybe if you like Epic Mickey and this is totally your jam, then yeah. But yeah,
that's the other thing. It's E for everybody. So we talk about how, I have a kid. My kid's not going to play this game. He's only 1. But in terms of what adults are doing now, the theme of it, there's a bullying theme. So it's something that you can also play with your kids if you're looking to something for both you and them to experience. It is only a one player game, but you can easily play it with an older kid and have that. So it's nice that also Sony put out an everyone game. That is another thing they don't do a lot of. The majority of their games are mature. So this is another way that you can see into the games that Sony can bring.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's on my radar now because it does look chill, like you said. Not too long. I can feel like I can jump in. So it's on my radar now. If it goes on sale, I'll probably snag it. We always check PlayStation sales, Xbox sales, and all that. I may do something separate on our news show where I'm go grab this. Of course, follow us on Facebook and Twitter so you can catch when we do show you any of those sales we don't feel like you should miss. But yeah, this is one I'd say grab it when it's on sale then.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So next week we'll be doing my dive into my backlog, starting with Borderlands 3, which I have no excuse for not playing.
I haven't. I have never played it.
I was a
it's in there somewhere.
I was a huge fan of Borderlands 2. Didn't like pre-sequel, but I was a huge fan of the Borderlands franchise. Borderlands 3 came out. A bunch of people that I knew were like, dude, you got to pick this up. This is before the game came out, and then all of them were kind of they felt like, I don't know, not that it was a complete letdown, but it wasn't as good. So I'm curious to see how it is now, going into it year plus after launch or something like that. So I'm hoping that it's good. So that's what we're going through in my backlog.
Let's do it.
It's gonna be fun. But let us know what's in your backlog. What are you guilty of buying and never playing? Is it Witcher 3? It's probably Witcher 3. Something else in your backlog that you haven't gotten to? Let us know in the comments what that is, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good week.